Usually people look for the sources of their problems or their inability to organize themselves outside, saying that it's the fault of my boss, or it's the fault of my country, or it's the fault of my prime minister, or it's the fault of the European Union, etc., etc. So when it comes to personal productivity and professional productivity, people also think that it is a topic that should be organized by someone else, not them. Someone else, their boss, their employer, someone. And it's not true, because if you don't take your productivity and you don't treat it as your art form, you will never be happy, because somebody else will think that you enjoy reading emails. Meanwhile, you will hate reading emails, and you would much prefer that those people call you. And so I think if you want to improve your productivity without any turnover in your business, without losing or quitting your job, because it's what people do also. They say, I'm not happy in my job because my boss tells me to do things that are stupid. And this is true. Most bosses will tell you to do things that are stupid, because they will ask you to do things that they were doing 10 or 15 years ago. Meanwhile, the world and the company has changed, but they have not seen it, this change, because they have started to occupy themselves with something else, with a much broader, high-level strategic thinking, and they are not aware of the fact that they ask you to do stupid things. So you should decide yourself how to organize your productivity, and the best way to organize your productivity that works right now, and that will work for 98% of people looking at this vlog, it's start using a calendar, an electronic one, not a paper one. A lot of people say that paper, not notebooks and calendars are excellent, and that's true, but if you are not well organized, it's probably because you don't use an electronic calendar, a calendar that will remind you that you have to do something, that you have to be someplace. And today's electronic calendars, like Google Calendar, for example, are smart. They are able to look in your cities for traffic and tell you should leave home today, right now, because if not, you will be late for your meeting. And a paper notebook, a paper calendar will not be able to tell you leave home now, because it's analog and passive. The second thing you can improve in your life to be instantaneously more productive is start using a project manager or a task manager. And I would like to tell you that I think for simple task management without making complex projects, TODOIST is quite good. If you are communicating with people, cooperating with people, and managing lots of projects, lots, I mean more than 3, ASANA is much better. You can look for other episodes of this vlog about ASANA. I think ASANA is the best project manager today. If you like to fiddle with your tools, you can also look for CODA or NOTION. But those tools, I think, are too complicated and are feeling too overwhelming, at least for me, but I think I've got quite a good experience of project management and organizing myself, and I have used previously Notion, and I have used previously TODOIST, and TODOIST is too simple for me. Notion is too overwhelming and too complicated, and also in Notion you have really big problem with communicating with people, with teammates, and so that's why I think it's not the best productivity project management tool out there. And those are the 2 things you can improve right now, today. You can start using ASANA, you can start using Google Calendar for free today, and and you will improve your productivity, and you will lessen your stress levels, and you will also feel much more confident in your work, because what you experience probably is a sense of overwhelm and that you are not realizing your goals. When you will start to use a calendar, you will not be surprised by the things around you. You will not be surprised that, oh my god, in 15 minutes I must be somewhere. Whereas if you start to using a project manager like Asana, you will start to plan towards your goals. You will have also an opportunity to look at your life, at your tasks, and ask yourself a very important question. Does this leads me anywhere? And the answer to this question may be very painful, but will be also very beneficial for you. That's it for now. See you in the next vlog.